The Dhāraṇī of Avalokiteśvara Siṃhanāda. Homage to Blessed Vajradhara. Thus did I hear at one time. The Blessed One was residing at the noble Lord Avalokiteśvara's palace at the summit of Mount Potala. That bejewelled palace was ornamented with countless jewels, pearls, and gems, the light of which filled the trichiliocosm. In that region, filled with the delightful scent of all kinds of flowers, the Blessed One was seated on a lion throne that had been arranged for him, surrounded by countless bodhisattvas led by Maitreya, as well as many monks led by the great Shravaka Sharadvatiputra. In that assembly was the bodhisattva great being Mañjuśrī, who rose from his seat, draped his upper robe over one shoulder, knelt on his right knee, and prostrated his head at the Blessed One's feet. He said to the Blessed One, "Blessed One, in the land of Magadha there is a king named Lord of Light, who has an excellent retinue, queens, and abundant wealth. But beyond this, the king is afflicted with leprosy, boils, difficulty breathing, and heart disease. How can he be healed?" The Blessed One replied, "Bodhisattva great being Mañjuśrī, long ago in this very world, you, Mañjuśrī, were a bodhisattva called Great Wisdom, and noble Avalokiteśvara Siṃhanāda was a bodhisattva called Supreme Compassion. Those two bodhisattvas tamed a white lion, mounted it, and rode out to help beings of the trichiliocosm. They set out adorned with precious adornments, and holding a trident, sword, lotus, and an utpala flower. But when the time came to cross the great ocean, they left the lion behind, shared the load, and continued onward. You, the Bodhisattva Great Wisdom, thinking to benefit your friend, took your own life with your sword. But the Bodhisattva Supreme Compassion thought that you had been killed by the nāgas, gods, and the like, who dwell in the heavens, below the earth, and in the sky. He then took up a Brahmin's skull as a drinking vessel, took his trident in his hand, and mounted the white lion. In sorrow, he bound his locks upon his crown. He threatened the gods above while brandishing his trident at them, and said, "Moved by compassion, we set out to help beings, but I was abandoned by my friend and left behind alone. If this is the fault of all the gods, I will punish them. I will destroy their towns and kill the gods." The four great kings, Shakra, Lord of the gods, Brahma, Lord of the Saha world, and the gods of the three worlds, beamed with joy. They offered divine lotuses, kumuda flowers, white lotuses, champaka flowers, and the like, filling his skull cup. He next threatened the gods of the sky, Nagas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, Kumbanda, Garudas, and Kinnaras, brandished his trident, and said, "Moved by compassion, we set out to help beings, but I was abandoned by my friend and left behind alone. If this is the fault of the 8 classes, I will punish them by destroying their towns and killing the 8 classes." He then brandished his trident at the 8 classes. The Naga king, Jeweled Crown, the Gandharva king, Panchasika, the Yaksha king, Vaishravana, the Asura king, Vemachitrin, the horse-headed Kinnara king, Druma, the Kumbanda king, 9-headed snake, the Garuda king, Golden Eyes, and the rest, together with their large retinues, beamed with joy, and offered jeweled ornaments to the lion. He next threatened the Nagas who live below the earth, saying, Moved by compassion, we set out to help beings. But I was abandoned by my friend and left behind alone. If this is the fault of the nāgas, I will punish them by destroying their towns and killing the nāgas." He then stirred the great ocean with his trident. The Naga king Anavatapta, the Naga king Varuna, the Naga king Takshaka, and the other 600,000 Naga kings and their servants and retinues, who have miraculous powers, are radiant, and who cause the gods and asuras to battle all gathered together, beamed with joy. The Naga king Varuna became a single white snake, bowed down, circumambulated the Bodhisattva 3 times and said, "Compassionate Bodhisattva, I take refuge in you. Be the protector of all Nagas. You may kill us if we commit an offense." Saying this, he wrapped himself around the trident 3 times, turned to face the Bodhisattva, said, "Pooh, pooh," respectfully bled from his mouth, and remained there. The other Naga kings likewise joined their palms, circumambulated him 3 times, and said, "Compassionate Bodhisattva, we take refuge in you. Accept all Nagas under your protection. You may kill us if we commit an offense." Saying this, the 8 great Nagas became a single white snake and bound themselves around him as a sacred thread. Those Naga kings then said, "We are your servants. We will listen to whatever you command." Then all the Nagas returned to their own places. Mañjuśrī, that bodhisattva, then became known as Compassionate Naga Tamer and as Heart Disease Healer. Mañjuśrī, indeed, that bodhisattva great wisdom of former times is none other than you, Mañjuśrī Vādisimha. And the one who at that time was the bodhisattva supreme compassion is now noble Avalokiteśvara Siṃhanāda, the great leader of the Nagas himself. Mañjuśrī, for the sake of the king, I will pronounce the mantra of the great compassionate one. Memorize it. Namo Ratna Trayaya, Nama Arya Avalokiteśvaraya, Bodhisattvaya, Mahasattvaya, Mahakarunikaya, Tadyata, Om Akate Vikate Nikate, Katamkate Karote, Chiti Jvala Karota Virye Svaha. This Dhāraṇī has been taught by 800 million Buddhas, and I myself pronounce it now. Its rite accomplishes all of the activities without need of great difficulty. Before a statue or a painting of Blessed Avalokiteśvara Siṃhanāda, make 8 distinct mandalas with cow dung that has not fallen to the ground. Scatter each mandala with 5 bunches of flowers, and make offerings of flowers, incense, perfumes, garlands, and scented powders. Then recite the Dhāraṇī 13 times at each mandala and gather the dung. Incant that resulting dung and anoint the sick person with it. All of their illnesses will be healed. All illnesses caused by the poison of gods, nagas, and others will be healed. If it does not succeed within 21 days, then Mañjuśrī, the great compassionate one himself, will have committed the 5 deeds with immediate retribution. Mañjuśrī, this is the great compassionate one's own promise. Mañjuśrī, this Dhāraṇī will free the great king from his ill health, the heart disease that afflicts him, and in his next life he will be reborn in the realm of Sukhāvatī. Listen, Mañjuśrī. The Buddha Amitābha and the rest of the 990 million Buddhas have taught this essence mantra, and now I teach it. Om r.Hrīḥ Siṃhanāda hum phaṭ. Reciting this essence vidyāmantra just once frees the reciter from all evil deeds. They will not take dreadful rebirths, nor will their body be pierced by weapons. They will not be harmed by enemies or robbers, by nāgas, or by other such beings. They will always have fortune, and will not be born into a female body. They will always remember their previous lives, and at death will be reborn in Sukhāvatī. Mañjuśrī, the Tathagatas Vipashin, Shikin, Vishvabhu, Krakuchanda, Kanakamuni, and Kashyapa have all taught this mantra, and now I, Shakyamuni, teach it as well. Namo Ratna Trayaya, Namo Hayagrivaya, Namo Lokeshvaraya, Tadyata, Om Hrī, Kulu, Yulu, Nilakanta, Hulu, Hulu, Tishta, Tishta, Banda, Banda, Maraya, Maraya, Ha, 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 Vajrakroda, Hayagriva, Hrī, Hum, Phaṭ. Mañjuśrī. This Dhāraṇī is the mantra of Padma Hayagriva, who is Avalokiteśvara himself. A person who recites this just once will be freed from all evil deeds. The doors to the lower realms will be cut off, and they will be unharmed by grahas such as nāgas and the like. They will be freed from kakordas and poisoning. All the Buddhas have taught this. Arisen through the power of countless billions, its qualities are immeasurable. Speaking it once clears away evil deeds. Speaking it twice brings fortune, and 3 times brings long life. After 1,000,000 recitations, one will see his face and travel to the lotus realm. Mañjuśrī. Other people are afflicted by illnesses of blood or bile, sicknesses of wind or cold, or are afflicted by kshatriya nāgas, Brahmin nāgas, and outcast or shudra nāgas. Therefore they have joyless, ill hearts. They have difficulty breathing. Their stomachs and backs ache. Their heads ache. They have headaches on one side, indigestion, swelling, crippled limbs, pregnancy-related illnesses, animal-related illnesses, fractures of their joints and skin, urinary disorders, phlegmy coughs, and fractured bones. They stoop, are crippled, have a weak appetite, have skin pustules, tumors, edema, blisters, rashes, abscesses, swollen and blocked throats, gout, persisting sensations of cold, heat, and so on. They are as if afflicted by different kinds of leprosy and boils. They are afflicted by gods, maras, brahmins, brahmas, yamas, rock spirits, graha that disturb their mental state, angered hearth spirits, lake goddesses, nāgas, or the like. They have been made ill by yakshas, bhutas, vinayakas, or flesh-eating graha, and they become ill in one of the myriad ways. All of this is suffering born from non-virtue. The Blessed One said, O Bodhisattva great being Mañjuśrī, listen. This is the right for this essence Dhāraṇī. First arouse respect and faith for the great compassionate one, and make a mandala on fertile earth. Spread fragrant cow dung, and draw a lotus mandala using 5 colors of paint. Place 5 full vases in the 4 directions and in the center, and arrange 5 abundant oblations. Set 5 rosewood daggers, as well as 4 arrows tied with silk, and tie a lattice made of 5-colored threads. Homage to noble Avalokiteśvara Siṃhanāda. Homage to the wrathful king Hayagriva. Homage to the blessed Pandaravasini. Homage to the blessed Tara. Homage to the bodhisattva Naga king Varuna. hrīḥ pam tam nam. Through the recitation of this 6-syllabled mantra, may all evil deeds be cleared away. Svaha. One should exert oneself in worshipping the Buddhas using offerings of flowers, incense, perfumes, flower garlands, scented unguents, parasols, banners, pendants, scented powders, and all sorts of ornaments. Then make a fire with rosewood and jujube. Hold the coloured threads and burn grains. Using a peacock feather and a spirea sprig, clear away the naga poison. Hrī naga lele naga dumva lele naga put put hale hale hala hala sputa sputa naga bright flickering svaha. May the poison from the minds of all nagas and vinayakas, the poison from seeing them, the poison from binding them, the poison from their breath, the poison from touching them, and all poison be expelled, svaha. May the poison not remain here. May it be drawn into this gift. May it be drawn into what is held. May it depart into the fire. May it depart into the water. May it be pacified, svaha. Mañjuśrī, here are the initiations bestowed by the Tathagatas from their crown. Hri, Brum, Om, Hum, Kam. The 5 families confer empowerment. One who has the supreme Vajra protection, the favour of the auspicious goddess, and maintains a fast, recalls the 3 jewels, arouses bodhicitta, clears their karmic obscurations with the vase's pure water, and obtains purity of body, speech, and mind. They are suffused with the 6 perfections, come to know Buddhas and beings, and all samadhis become manifest. Weave together 3 white threads spun by a young maiden, and incant it 28 times. When it is worn around the neck, one will be free of illness. If this Dhāraṇī mantra is used to incant medicines used to heal illness, the medicine heals all illnesses when given. When recited many times over water, the Dhāraṇī mantra heals naga illnesses from within. If something is devouring the harvest, this can be remedied with powders, earth, and ashes. If there is too much rain, burn freshly picked flowers inside a new vessel at an ancient shrine, and the rain will stop. If a strong hailstorm comes, fasten incanted human ash and mustard seeds into a bundle with hail, mother of pearl, and tree shoots, and plant this in the earth. The hail will stop. If there is a harmful graha, such as a god, naga, gandharva, or the like, place 5 clean vases on a square mandala that is 1 arm span in size. Fill them with medicinal water, and incant them 108 times. A disciple should combine white cloth and food, place it in the mandala, and cleanse it with water from the vases. One will be freed from all illness and harm. Even the countless grahas, nagas, and the like will be unable to cause harm. If one fears a child snatching graha, draw a protection circle with hardened bile, combine this with mustard seeds, and fasten it on. The child will be safe from grahas and illness. When a person sets out to travel, if they incant the bottom right corner of their garment 7 times while tying it in a knot, their travel will be pleasant and successful. If one incants water and mustard seeds and sprinkles it on horses and other livestock, they will be healthy. All illnesses in both humans and livestock will be healed and pacified by washing with and applying mustard seeds and water from the vase. Just as the Asamrari Dhāraṇī heals, so will all activities be successful. Then the Blessed One said, Bodhisattva Great Being Mañjuśrī, this king is filled with naga poison. Since the Naga king Varuna rules over all nagas, he should expel it. Homage to the blessed Avalokiteśvara Siṃhanāda. Homage to the Naga king Varuna. Homage to the Naga king Takshaka. Homage to the Naga king Ananta. Homage to the Naga king Padma. Homage to the Naga king Mahapadma. Homage to the Naga king Shankapala. Homage to the Naga king Kulika. Homage to the Naga king Nanda. Homage to the Naga king Vasuki. Om Varunaya Svaha. Om Anantaya Svaha. Om Vasukaya Svaha. Om Takshakaya Svaha. Om Kakotaya Svaha. Om Padmaya Svaha. Om Mahapadmaya Svaha. Om Shankapalaya Svaha. Om Kulikaya Svaha. Although nagas appear in many different forms, prepare a rice porridge of the 3 white foods and the 3 sweets, cooking it well until its color changes. Delight them with flowers and incense, with unguents, lamps, food, music, parasols, banners, flower garlands, and sacred threads. Offer roots, leaves, stalks, flowers, fruits, and medicines. With a peacock, a porcupine, and a mirror, extract the poison inside the king. Hold the offering support, precious Spirea, as the irreversible substance, and offer an attractive vase filled with treasure in a form that delights beings. There is no doubt that this will bring healing. Even if he has been afflicted by the Naga king Takshaka, he will be released in an instant. Mañjuśrī, this power does not come from somewhere else. It is the power of the noble Avalokiteśvara. It is his strength. It is his blessing. The compassionate one's excellent qualities are inexpressible, but I will try to express some of them here. Om, Blessed One, you have performed activities and done all that must be done, laid down your burden, achieved your own aims, and your fetters of existence are completely gone. Relying on genuine teachings, you have been freed. You have attained the supreme perfection of all the mental powers, crossed over existence, and perfected the 2 accumulations. Ah, compassionate one who strives to help others, you have perfect love for all beings, sole friend to all in the 3 realms, relying on genuine teaching, you are skilled in freeing countless beings. hrīḥ, you constantly protect unfortunate beings. You have removed the 3 stains and reached perfection. You have obtained the 6 clairvoyances, child of the banyan tree. You possess the marks of a great being, 32 in number, and are resplendent with the 80 minor marks. Your body is the color of crystal, massive and brilliant, like a snowy mountain peak at dawn. You emanate from the bodies of the Buddhas of the 5 families. Your locks are piled in a high topknot, and Amitābha sits upon your crown. Tamer of all nagas, a snake around your trident. You hold the blessings of the lords of the 3 families, and are praised for fully severing the 3 poisons. Unstained by flaws, you hold a lotus. In perfect wisdom, you hold a blazing sword. Having purified the afflictions You hold a Brahmin's skull filled with fragrant flowers. Because you have brought all the nāgas under your control, you are praised as the one beautified by a sacred thread made from a snake. Simha, you sit upon a pure lotus seat. As the subjugator of the four Maras, you are seated upon a white lion. Since you have accomplished all desired aims, you are adorned with various precious jewel ornaments. Even each hair on your body is superior to all beings. Homage and praise to the Compassionate One. Ta, anointed regent of the sacred Dharma, the goddess Tara stands by you. Green-bodied, she protects from the 8 fears, removes harm, and grants fearlessness. Holding an Utpala flower, she embodies compassion. I bow before she who sends forth many emanations. Hom Pandaravasini, fulfiller of commands, blissfully turns a wish-granting wheel, fulfilling wishes and pacifying suffering. I praise she who dispels the 8 fears. Phaṭ, Hayagriva, wrathful in form, noble horse-necked one, conquering the 4 Maras, wrathful blue-necked one, tamer of evil, tamer of nāgas and demons, I praise you with Hom. Na, Naga king of space, Varuna, god of water who saw the teacher's face, took delight in the teachings, tamed the nāgas, and saw the truth of the first Bhumi. Keeper of the Tathagata's relics, I offer praise to this Bodhisattva Naga king. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svaha, Om Kate Vikate Nikate Katamkara Svaha. Whoever makes this praise and recites it will purify even the karmic stains from committing the 5 deeds of immediate retribution. They will enter into all mandalas and recite all mantras. For 1,000 eons, they will never take birth in the lower realms and will never be born in a female body. Anyone who rises early in the morning, bathes with fragrant water, observes cleanliness, and recites this Dhāraṇī, writes it down, upholds it, or has others recite or chant it, or who recites the essence and Dhāraṇī mantra in front of the deeply compassionate Siṃhanāda, that person will be freed from illnesses such as leprosy, ringworm, boils, swelling, skin disorders, rashes, itching, abscesses, a swollen and blocked throat, edema, consumption, ruptured kidneys, organ diseases, the various illnesses related to Kakoda mandalas, lung disease, difficulty breathing, and disorders caused by wind, bile, phlegm, or their combination. Mañjuśrī, this Dhāraṇī has been blessed by all the Tathagatas. Anyone, including that great king who writes this Dhāraṇī down in a book, keeps it, recites it, masters it, worships it, puts it into writing, and keeps that book in their home, village, town, region or kingdom, or in a temple, will be attended by the glorious Mahakala, the 4 great kings, the Naga king Varuna, and the 8 great Nagas. They will conquer any hostile forces, gods, nagas, yakshas, malevolent grahas, vinayakas, or opponents within 1,000 leagues. If one has committed any mistakes in meditation or writing, or has erred in mantra, mudra, explanation or listening, reciting this Dhāraṇī will purify them. Whoever is protected by this Dhāraṇī, rescued by it, nurtured by it, pacified by it, or made happy by it, will not be harmed by weapons, poison, poisonous brews, kakodas and creatures, fevers, or any other harm, nor will they meet with untimely death. Anyone who harms them will be annihilated. When the Blessed One finished speaking, the Bodhisattva Mañjuśrī, the great Shravaka Sharadivati Putra, and the whole world with its gods, humans, Asuras, and Gandharvas rejoiced and praised what the Blessed One had said. This completes the Dhāraṇī of Noble Avalokiteśvara Siṃhanāda.